Men, step into the Stoic forge, where the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, Zeno, Musonius Rufus, Cleanthes, and Chrysippus tempers your masculine spirit into a force of unyielding power. In relationships, true strength isn't built on shallow charm or fleeting bravado. It's crafted through virtue, discipline, and deliberate action. Stoicism offers a proven framework to cultivate a presence that draws women who value your integrity, blending inner resolve with practical skills like dressing with purpose, approaching with clarity, and connecting with substance. Today, we're unveiling 7 Stoic principles to shape a commanding presence that radiates authority and builds meaningful connections. These aren't quick fixes. They're a call to live with honor and impact. Stay sharp, reflect on your strength, and let's forge a masculine power that earns respect and fosters trust. This is part 1, covering the first 4 principles. Part 2 will complete the blueprint. First, anchor your power and virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Your strength begins with a core rooted in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, not in chasing external validation. A man anchored in virtue projects a presence unshaken by rejection or doubt. Your style reflects this. Dress with intention, fitted dark jeans, a crisp white or navy shirt, and polished leather shoes. Women are drawn to men who signal discipline through appearance. They dislike sloppy looks like baggy clothes, messy hair, or overdone flash like loud logos or excessive accessories. Practically, affirm your virtue daily. Stand tall, look in the mirror, and say, "My power is my integrity." Before an interaction, ensure your style is sharp. Clean lines, minimal accessories, and carry that resolve. If she dismisses you, remind yourself, her reaction doesn't define my worth. This principle builds a foundation of power that attracts women to your authentic strength. Apply it today. Choose one outfit that reflects discipline, like a fitted blazer and dark chinos, and wear it with confidence. Reflect. Is your power anchored in virtue or swayed by others' opinions? Second, act with disciplined clarity. Epictetus taught, "First decide who you would be, then do what you must." Power in relationships flows from clear, intentional action, not hesitation or neediness. Women respect men who approach with confidence. Strong posture, steady eye contact, and a contextual opener like, "I notice your energy. What brought you here?" at a social event, or, "Your style caught my eye. What's the story behind it?" in a casual setting. Avoid what women dislike. Aggressive pickup lines like, "Are you a model?" Lingering if she's uninterested, or poor grooming like unkempt beards or overpowering cologne. Discipline means focusing on your execution, your tone, your presence, not her response. If she engages, build on it. If not, exit calmly. Have a great day. Practically, approach one woman this week, focusing solely on your delivery. Stand tall. Speak clearly. Keep it authentic. Don't overthink. Be present. For example, at a coffee shop, say, "That book looks interesting. What drew you to it?" This principle projects a masculine clarity that earns respect, even in rejection. Reflect. Are you acting with clarity or letting fear cloud your actions? Men, if these Stoic principles are igniting your drive to forge a commanding presence, consider subscribing to the channel. Every week, we deliver actionable wisdom to help you craft a masculine power rooted in virtue, designed to transform your relationships. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button to join a community of men committed to living with purpose and impact. Let's keep forging. Third, forge resilience through adversity. Seneca wrote, "Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave man." Power grows when you face challenges, rejection, tension, or awkward moments, with resilience, not avoidance or self-pity. Women are drawn to men who transform setbacks into growth, not those who dwell or boast of masculine security. If a conversation falters, don't panic. Reflect. Was I present? Did I listen? Then refine. Try a better question like, what's a passion you're pursuing? Or what's something you're proud of? Avoid pitfalls like oversharing struggles early, dominating talks to seem impressive, or reacting defensively to disagreement. If conflict arises, like a different opinion, use Seneca's justice. I hear your perspective. Let's find clarity. Practically, After any setback this week, journal one lesson and one action. I spoke too fast. I'll slow down next time. To deepen this, visualize a challenge, like her questioning your views, and plan, I'll stay calm and respond thoughtfully. For example, if she says, I don't agree, reply, fair point. Tell me more about your perspective. This principle turns adversity into power, making you magnetic to women who value resilience. Reflect. Are you forging resilience through challenges or avoiding them? Fourth, connect with purposeful depth. Musonius Rufus taught, what need is there for long speeches when a few words suffice? Power in relationships is built through engaging with substance, not surface-level performance. Women respect men who listen actively and connect with meaning, not those who rely on generic flattery like, you're beautiful. Ask open-ended questions. What's a dream you're working toward? Or what's a challenge you've overcome? Then paraphrase. So you're driven to make a difference. That's inspiring. If tension arises, like a differing view, use fairness. I respect your angle. Let's dive deeper. Avoid rushing to impress or cutting her off. Practically, prepare 2 questions for your next interaction. What's a moment that shaped you, or what keeps you grounded? Practice active listening by summarizing her response once, like, so that experience taught you resilience. How did it change you? This principle builds trust, making you magnetic to women who value depth. Reflect. Are your connections purposeful or stuck on the surface? Let's lock in these 4 principles. Anchor in virtue. Marcus's clarity builds unyielding power. Act with clarity. Epictetus's discipline drives action. Forge resilience. Seneca's adversity sharpens strength. Connect with depth. Musonius's virtue fosters trust. These form your Stoic foundation for a commanding presence. Setting the stage for part 2. Apply these in scenarios. If she ignores your approach, don't doubt. Use virtue. My power is my integrity. And move on. If you hesitate to initiate, don't freeze. Use clarity. Dress sharp. Approach with, I had to meet you. What's your story? If a conversation stalls, don't ramble. Use depth. Ask, what a passion you're pursuing? And listen actively. If a date lacks direction, don't drift. Use resilience. Reflect and plan better. These actions embody Stoic strength, drawing women to your power. Marcus reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let virtue guide you. Epictetus says no one can harm you without your consent. Her response can't dim you. Seneca urges, difficulties strengthen the mind. Challenges refine your power. Musonius insists, practice what strengthens you. Depth builds trust. Embed these with a ritual. Each morning, affirm, I forge power with virtue. Midday, check. Did you act with clarity? Evening journal. How did I build trust? This cycle makes power instinctive. Add masculine behaviors. Anchor in virtue. Clarity anchors presence. Act decisively. Clarity drives approaches. Grow through adversity. Resilience builds power. Connect deeply. Depth fosters trust. Modern traps erode power. Social media validation. Generic openers. Careless style. Marcus says ignore curated feeds. Live virtue. Epictetus says skip apps. Approach in person. Seneca says use setbacks to refine skills. Musonius says ask questions that spark meaning. With the foundation of your Stoic strength forged, anchored in virtue, acting with clarity, building resilience, and connecting with depth, let's sharpen the final 3 principles to craft an unyielding masculine power. These principles will guide you to lead with purpose, align with those who share your values, and sustain your strength through unwavering consistency. This is about building connections with women who respect your integrity, not chasing fleeting validation. Stay focused, reflect on your leadership, and let's complete this Stoic blueprint for a commanding presence that resonates with honor and impact. 5th, lead with intentional purpose. Zeno taught that living virtuously aligns us with reason, the foundation of meaningful life. In relationships, your power shines when you guide with purpose, whether choosing a date spot, steering a conversation toward meaning, or setting the tone for connection. Women are drawn to men who lead with intention, not those who waver, seek approval, or drift aimlessly. Dress to reflect this purpose. A fitted navy blazer, crisp white shirt and dark chinos, sharp, understated, and deliberate. Avoid chaotic styles like ripped clothes, gaudy accessories, or mismatched outfits that signal indecision. If she questions your choice, don't over-explain, lead confidently. I chose this place for its vibe. Let's make ours. Practically, plan one deliberate action this week. Organize a thoughtful date, like a walk through a park followed by coffee, or ask a purpose-driven question like, what's a vision you're building toward? If she's disengaged, use Zeno's temperance. I'm here for meaningful connection. Let's be real or move forward. This principle projects a masculine purpose that commands respect. For example, if planning a date, say, I picked a spot for a real conversation. What do you think? This shows intent while inviting her input. Reflect. Are you leading with purpose or drifting without direction? 6. Align with partners who share your values. Cleanthes taught that living in harmony with virtue aligns us with the rational order of the universe, creating connections that endure. Your power is amplified when you connect with women who resonate with your principles, those who value integrity, purpose, and growth, not those who thrive on drama or superficiality. Test alignment early. Say, I'm driven by purpose. What keeps you centered? If she engages with depth, build on it. If she deflects or focuses on trivialities, move on gracefully. Dress to signal disharmony. A tailored charcoal sweater, crisp shirt, and dark jeans. Polished yet practical, reflecting a man who knows his values. Avoid sloppy looks like wrinkled clothes or flashy accessories like loud jewelry, which signal a lack of focus. Women dislike men who adopt fake personas or seek validation with empty praise. If a values clash emerges, say, she prioritizes drama over growth. Use Cleanthes' calm resolve. We see things differently. Let's respect that and move forward. Practically, ask one value-driven question in your next interaction. What's a belief you live by? If she shares a passion, respond. That's powerful. How do you bring it to life? For example, if she values creativity, ask, what's a project you've poured your heart into? This principle ensures your power attracts women who amplify your strength. Reflect. Are you seeking partners who align with your values or settling for chaos? 7. Sustain power through unwavering consistency. Chrysippus taught that consistent practice of virtue shapes a life of reason, building a foundation that endures. In relationships, your presence grows by showing up with the same integrity, discipline, and purpose every time. Women respect dependable men who are steady, not those who swing between erratic highs and lows or seek approval to feel secure. Dress consistently to signal reliability. Maintain a rotation of fitted shirts, dark pants, and polished loafers, clean, disciplined, and timeless. Avoid inconsistent styles, like switching between careless hoodies and over-the-top suits, which signal instability. If a date feels flat, don't force it. Stay steady. Let's try something new. What's a place you enjoy? Practically, commit to one consistent habit this week. Approach one woman daily with a clear, authentic opener, or journal nightly on your progress, noting one action you took to embody Stoic strength. If she tests your reliability, say by questioning your commitment, use Chrysippus' logic. I show up with purpose. Let's build from here. For example, if she says, you don't seem serious, respond calmly. I'm here for real connection. Let's talk about what matters to you. This principle solidifies your power, making you magnetic to women who value stability. Reflect. Are you consistent in your actions or wavering unpredictably? Weave these 7 principles into a seamless Stoic strategy. Virtue shapes your style. Tailored jacket, crisp shirt, polished shoes, clean and purposeful. Clarity drives your approach. At a gathering, say, your energy caught my eye, what's your story? Seneca's resilience refines setbacks. Journal after failures, noting, what can I improve? Depth sparks connection. Ask, what's a dream you're chasing? And listen actively. Zeno's purpose guides leadership. Plan a date with intent, like a quiet dinner for real conversation. Cleanthes' alignment seeks resonant partners. Share, I value purpose. What drives you? Chrysippus' consistency keeps you steady. Show up reliably. This flow, style, approach, resilience, depth, purpose, alignment, consistency builds unyielding power. Picture a social event. You're dressed sharp, tailored jacket, clean shirt, Dark jeans, anchored in virtue. Approach with clarity. Your vibe stood out. What brought you here? Connect with depth. What's a challenge you've overcome? Led with purpose. I planned this for us. Let's make it count. If she's uninterested, align with values. Move on calmly. Stay consistent. Journal nightly. This flow commands respect. Women dislike erratic, try-hard, or approval-seeking men. They admire those who dress with intent, act with clarity, and stay grounded. Apply these in scenarios. If she rejects your opener, don't doubt. Use virtue. My power is my integrity. And approach another. If a date lacks direction, don't drift, use purpose. I planned this for us. Let's make it count. If she values drama, don't chase, use alignment. We don't share values. I'll seek better. If your actions feel aimless, don't wander. Use consistency. Align with your principles. Add masculine behaviors. Anchor in virtue. Marcus's clarity guides style. Act decisively. Epictetus's clarity drives approaches. Grow through adversity. Seneca's resilience builds power. Connect deeply. Musonius's depth fosters trust. Lead purposefully. Zeno's purpose sets direction. Align with values. Cleanthes' harmony chooses partners. Stay consistent. Chrysippus's logic sustains power. Modern traps erode power. Social media validation. Impulsive texting mismatch partners. Marcus says ignore curated feeds. Lie virtue. Epictetus says pause before texting in conflict. Seneca says use setbacks to grow. Musonius says ask questions that spark meaning. Zeno says lead with purpose. Cleanthes says seek those who elevate you. Chrysippus says act reliably. Marcus reminds us the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Relationships are your forge. Wrestle with virtue. Epictetus says no one can harm you without your consent. Seneca says difficulties strengthen the mind. Musonius says act with purpose. Depth endures. Zeno says lead with reason. Power follows. Cleanthes says align with virtue. Strength endures. Chrysippus says practice makes the master. Deepen your ritual. Each morning, affirm, I forge power with virtue. Midday, check, did you act with purpose? Evening, journal, how was I consistent? This cycle embeds Stoic strength. These 7 principles forge a masculine power that transforms relationships. Live them, dress with intent, lead with purpose, and watch your connections align with women who respect your unyielding strength. Comment below. Which Stoic principle will you use to forge your power? Hit like if you're ready to unleash your strength. And subscribe for more wisdom to craft the unbreakable man. Stay stoic, men.